The alpha of staying alive. In professional tennis, points are won. In amateur tennis, points are lost. The amateur defeats himself. He swings too hard, chases the impossible angle, and hits the ball into the net. The professional does something far less glamorous. He simply returns the ball again and again until the other player makes an error. This observation comes from Dr. Simon Ramo, one of the architects of the American Intercontinental Ballistic Missile Program. He studied thousands of tennis matches and found that at the amateur level, roughly 80% of points are decided by unforced errors. The winner is not the player who hit the most brilliant shots. It is the player who made the fewest mistakes. Business follows the same physics. The default state of a company is death. Cash depletes, markets shift, founders burn out. Most businesses do not fail because they made the wrong move. They fail because they ran out of time to make the right one. The graveyard is full of companies that were 6 months away from success. We romanticize the breakthrough. We study the pivot, the product launch, the genius insight. But these are the highlights. The underlying game is far more brutal. You must stay solvent long enough to get lucky. Survival is not a passive state. It is the most aggressive strategy available to you. Every month you remain in the game, a competitor folds. Every quarter you stay solvent, the market consolidates in your favor. The longer you exist, the fewer players share the field. This is compounding, but in reverse. You are not trying to win every point. You are trying to be the last one standing when everyone else has exhausted themselves. The most valuable opportunities are invisible to those who are fighting for their lives. When you are scrambling to make payroll, you cannot see the acquisition target that is about to become distressed. When you are 1 month from bankruptcy, you cannot negotiate from a position of strength. Cash is not idle capital, but the ability to act when others cannot. The 2008 financial crisis created more fortunes than it destroyed. The ones who emerged on top were not those who made the most aggressive bets. They were those who had the capital to buy when everyone else was forced to sell. Consider the careers we celebrate as overnight successes. James Dyson went through 5,127 prototypes over 15 years before producing a vacuum cleaner that worked. He was sustained by his wife's salary as an art teacher. He nearly went bankrupt multiple times in the process. He was not a gambler. He was an engineer of longevity. The survivorship bias in business media creates a false map. We see the winners who took enormous risks and succeeded. We do not see the graveyard of thousands who took identical risks and vanished without a trace. The winner's narrative always sounds like courage. The loser's narratives are simply never written. The irony, staying alive is perceived as a conservative, even cowardly strategy. It is anything but. Most of your competitors are optimizing for short-term wins. They are trying to hit the perfect shot, close the deal this quarter, show growth at any cost. They will burn through their runway, their relationships, their credibility, all in the pursuit of acceleration. To win, you simply need to outlast them.